What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Back to the Future Gigawatt. So this is a crossover here. I guess they're calling it the collaborative series. So it's obviously a collaboration between Back to the Future and Transformers. Normally I don't even bother with the packaging, but this packaging is really neat. So I decided, let's take a look at this. So you got the nice Back to the Future logo there with the DeLorean. You've got the Transformers original 1980s logo there, which looks beautiful. You got the image there. You got him with the fire, you know, when he goes back in time. Here's the image from the movie with the time machine going back in time. His tech specs. Really cool, just very nostalgic to the old. And here we have Gigawatt out of his packaging, and it is very, very beautiful. It looks exactly like the DMC DeLorean. I don't believe it's licensed, and actually there is no DMC logo. DMC was the company that made this. They don't exist anymore, DeLorean Motor Company. This was the one vehicle they ever made. I know there's a company that sells parts and, you know, like basically people who are doing restorations, but I guess they don't need to get the license. They have obviously licensing from Back to the Future, the studio that created that actual movie. But I guess they don't need a license for the car. This is, by the way, the first Earthrise style figure that we've gotten that is a real vehicle. You know, there is an actual DeLorean out there. All the others are kind of look like the vehicle, but they're not quite. So just as an example, Sunstreaker is a Lamborghini, but it's not licensed by Lamborghini. That would make the toys a lot much more expensive. So I just find it cool that we've finally gotten the actual vehicle here. So lots of detail on here. You got dark silver paint here, lighter silver paint back here. You got the black paint along the side. You got the painted rims, silver. The wheels are a little bit loose in the front, and that's due to a gimmick. I'll show you a little later. You got the neon green paint here. Looks like a neon tube. All this wiring and detail back here. These are painted black. You got the out of time license plate there. That looks really cool. Just tons of detail. Painted rear tail lights. More detail in there. Some wiring. Just all sorts of stuff going on. There are no seats inside or anything like that. Here's the bottom. You can't see his head there. You do see the flux capacitor in there. In the original, it was back here. But overall, really, really well done. You can open up the doors. There is no detail inside. It's just the robot. But this does allow you to do another gimmick. So you go ahead and open up the doors. Here, let's back out here. And then you can take these wheels and fold those down. And you want to just fold the wheels, not the entire assembly. I do find these to be a little bit loose, but alright, so you set it up like that, and then the back wheels as well. Open up the doors, and then he does come with this Mr. Fusion, so you can attach that here on the back. It only goes this way. If you try to put it this way, it'll fall off, so make sure you put it to the side, like that. Let me see if I can get in close enough to see the details there. There you go. So there's Mr. Fusion. Pretty cool. Nice little detail. This does have to come off for the transformation. So just because of the way this transforms. And then we can take a stand like this. So this is just a standard Bandai figure stand, but there's a stand port right there. You can stick this in. And there is the DeLorean flying through the air. It looks awesome. Just really well done vehicle. If I just wanted a model of the DeLorean, this is good enough just as that. I mean, it's a good looking DeLorean. It doesn't have any of the inner detail, but the fact that it transforms and it does this, you know, it's really, really cool. You can do a few other things. So you have his gun, which will mount right here in the vehicle mode underneath the car. Pretty easily and nicely. Looks good. I do find these wheels don't... the back ones are fine, but the front ones are a little bit loose. You can see they're kind of... But once you set him down on those wheels, he's fine. He does roll. You can also take this, which was the rod that they tried to catch the lightning so that he could go back in time when they couldn't get power to it. But there you go. There's a lightning rod from the movie. Looks really nice. I do like the tinted window they put in. I'm glad they didn't put in the clear windows that they were originally planning. That would have not looked so great. So overall, pretty nice in vehicle mode. That's really everything. That's all the gimmicks and everything you can do in this mode. I really like the flight mode. I think that's a good idea. And for a quick size comparison, there Gigawatt is with the runabout figure. So he is longer, wider, and slightly taller than runabout, but fits in well with this size figure. So let's get him transformed. Let's go ahead and take these pieces off. Set those aside. And we can't use these in the robot mode, so we'll just hold on to those. So go ahead and you can unpeg these side pieces right here. And on this side, go ahead and unpeg this from the side and just let those sit on the side. Go ahead and take the arm, fold that out on both sides, fold the elbow down, and then fold the hand out. Same on this side and out. And the arms are pretty much done. All right, next we're going to take care of the chest. Let's go ahead and pull this away from here and take these wheels. Actually, no, before you do the wheels, go ahead and rotate this panel in the chest. That's going to come all the way around and reveal the flux capacitor there. And then go ahead and take these wheels, and those are going to fold inwards. So you're going to fold the underlying I guess bracket in, and then fold the wheels in. That'll allow you to fold this chest down. We're not quite done with that, so just leave that unpegged for now. Go ahead and open up these. That'll allow you to fold the legs down, and then separate the legs. Go ahead and pull out the foot on both sides. You're going to take and push this part in. It's going to sort of sit flat, and that's what's going to allow you to actually bend the knees. So you need to do that. Once you have that in, then you can close up these panels here. Rotate at the waist, because these are going to be the back of his feet, or back of his legs. Go ahead and take this panel, and this is going to peg in here on the bottom, kind of like the original side swipe mold. And then take these, are going to peg into the sides. Same on this side. Make sure that actually pegs in. And here we have Gigawatt all transformed up into his robot mode. Really a nice looking dude. I love the way they've done this. So you have that blue piece in behind the glass there. Looks really nice. Actually, let me just get in closer so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So there's the head sculpt. Really nice looking head sculpt. It's got those metallic blue eyes. They look good. This chest piece looks really nice. It's got the flux capacitor, and then down here you got those dates from the movie when they went back in time, and just awesome. Continuing around, you have kind of the same detail you had in the vehicle mode has now on the back of the car. He does have these wings, and they sometimes tend to kind of close. It doesn't affect anything, but you really do want them open. At least that's what the transformation says. And yeah, overall, nice looking. You can take these feet, and if you like, you can fold these wheels down this way, and it does kind of fill in that panel or that gap a little bit, but then it kind of sticks out. So that's up to you. You can decide how you like it. There are weapons, so you can take his flux capacitor, or sorry, his Mr. Fusion, and that will basically just sit on top of the gun like that. There's the gun. It's just the gray with the painted Mr. Fusion, and you can set that up here. You can also put the Mr. Fusion back here, but then it doesn't peg into his arm very well. But there you go. He's got his gun. That looks really nice. You can also take the lightning rod, and you can stick that in his arm or wherever you want, really. I mean, it's up to you. Anywhere you see a port, you can put him. So let's go over his articulation. So his head is on a ball joint, so you can go side to side. You can rotate all the way around, and you can look up a little bit and down. This chest tends to push in if you accidentally push your finger there, but not part of the articulation. These wings can go back and forth, although I'd argue they'd be nice if they locked in back here. They don't. Do they? No, they don't. The shoulders do rotate up to there and rotate all the way around on that. They do rotate at the bicep all the way around. You get a 90-degree bend at the elbow. No wrist articulation. It does fold inwards, but that's for the transformation mostly. You get a rotation at the waist. Legs go kick up to there, back to there, out to there. Rotation at the thigh. Single jointed knee, but it's actually less than 90 degrees because it's hindered by the piece there. So unfortunately, you can only get it up to there. Can't get very far. You have ankle tilt all the way to there. And you can't really tilt this that down direction. It tends to come off here. So you could probably go up, but it's hindered by this. So you really can't go up and down. You can only go side to side. But plenty of movement for a figure at this price point. This was $30, so normally these deluxes, this is a deluxe class, would be $20. I guess because of what he's coming with and the paint and just the nostalgic packaging or whatever, they're charging a little bit more. And for a quick size comparison, there he is with the Netflix Optimus Prime from Earthrise. Good looking pair. I really do like this. I don't know, I guess it's nostalgia, but I just think it looks great. Alright, now let's get this guy transformed back into his vehicle mode. Go ahead and take the gun, take that off. You can separate the Mr. Fusion. Just set that to the side along with the lightning rod if you haven't already taken that out. Go ahead and unpeg the arms from the chest. You can open up this chest here. Fold these wheels back out to the side. We're going to take this chest panel and flip that around. So you have the painted side out. And then that's going to peg in here. You do have to clear this head, so just make sure you push the head down a little bit and then peg that into the front. Right. You can fold the elbows 90 degrees, fold the arms or the hands inwards, and then set it up like this. And once you do that, you should be able to fold them inwards and have them sit just like that. Next, we're going to take care of the legs, so go ahead and open up these panels here. Fold this black piece in on both sides. That's where you're going to put the feet back in, so go ahead and fold those in. Fold the feet inwards and then close up those panels. Rotate the waist. Oh, actually, we didn't want to close these panels yet. Leave those panels open. Peg the legs together and then rotate all the way down. Now you can close these panels and they peg in here. Go ahead and move these panels downwards. And those just peg in at the top. And the last touch, if you want to keep them closed, is to close the doors. Although I think they look good open, but go ahead and close the doors. They just peg in here and here. And go ahead and take the Mr. Fusion, put that in sideways. And there we have Gigawatt back in his vehicle mode. And final thoughts on this guy. I think it's such a cool release. I mean, Hasbro knows what they're doing with this nostalgia factor. They know that people that love this movie and are, even mild Transformers fans are going to love this. So really smart collaborative figure here. I just think they did such a good pick for, trying to come up with a figure like this. There are a few others coming. So we have Ectotron. I guess it's the second version of Ectotron. I haven't reviewed the first one, but I will be reviewing the second one that's coming. And we also have the X-Men X-Wing, or whatever they call it. I think they call it the Expanse. And we're going to be taking a look at that also sometime next year. So a lot of these collaborative things coming out. And it's really a good idea. I think they nailed it. I mean, how much better do you want, especially for this price point, $30? Really well done. I do like the accessories. I like the Mr. Fusion. I like the little lightning rod. I like the gun that he comes with that, pegs in nicely and hides away. I love the look of the vehicle. Highly recommend this if you haven't picked this up. Really fun figure. Really good, especially if you're a Back to the Future fan or you just like crossovers in general. This will be for you. So thanks for watching. That's really it for today, and we'll see you next time.